Hi, welcome to Aligning IT and Motherhood. I'm Esther Girei, and I help frazzled moms in the corporate IT sector to break free from the stressful hamster wheel and live an inspiring and balanced life. In this podcast series, I will talk about the most frequent challenges and problems corporate moms need to face, and I will explore different solutions and techniques on how to find time for the things that make you passionate and fulfilled, how to rediscover the zestful life, and say goodbye to stress and frustration. In the next episode, I will discuss the primary challenge faced by working mothers: how to conjure up more time magically. There isn't a mom across the globe who doesn't grapple with the challenge of finding enough time for all the tasks and responsibilities that need to be managed in today's fast-paced life. Work-related tasks, deadlines, and projects at the office, along with similar duties at home, such as household chores, doctor's appointments, and managing the family's day-to-day life. On top of it all, they strive to carve out quality time with their children and spouses. It comes as no surprise that over 80% of working moms are found to experience at least one stress-related health issue like high blood pressure, fatigue, anxiety, and sleeping problems. That's a significant statistic, isn't it? I will guide you through 5 steps that will help you gain more time for yourself and spend quality time with your family. And also, it will help you to secure your place in the stress-free 20%. The first thing we need to talk about is invisible labor. The first reason working mothers often feel stressed out is very simple. They literally have too much on their plate. And some of these tasks are part of the unseen, invisible labor that often goes unnoticed and unacknowledged by others. These tasks typically fall under the mother's responsibility, and they can be as quick as organizing appointments, grocery shopping, cooking, or doing the dishes and laundry. Individually, these may only take 5 to 30 minutes, but altogether, they can consume entire afternoons, leaving no room for quality family time or personal rejuvenation. The first step is to become aware of the numerous small tasks you handle daily, which may not be recognized as work. Once you have a more realistic understanding of your workload, you can take action. The second topic is the fair distribution of tasks. This step involves sitting down with your family to determine how you can distribute tasks in a fair manner that benefits all family members. It's advisable to assign specific responsibilities to each family member, making them accountable under all circumstances. For instance, if it's usually the mom who cooks, dad can handle kitchen cleanup and the kids can set the table. The dad can take charge of vacuuming and mopping while mom oversees the laundry. Don't be afraid to involve all family members, including kids, in tasks like setting or cleaning up the table, loading the dishwasher, or tidying up their toys. Although it may seem quicker to handle tasks on your own, it won't lead to long-term improvement. Assertive communication. Well, while the concept is clear, the execution can be challenging, I know. To plan for success, pay attention to your communication. It has a different impact if you express your feelings calmly and assertively rather than bursting out with frustration at your kids and spouse. Clearly explain how exhausted you are and the need for their help. The key to assertive communication is to express how the current situation affects you emotionally and physically instead of assuming that others should inherently understand. Involve your family members in the conversation, asking for their thoughts on the current setup and what they are willing to change. Instead of telling them what to do, encourage their active participation in planning and forming family agreements. The fourth topic is expectations. On one side, it's crucial not to make assumptions about what your family should change without clear agreements and open discussions in place. On the other side, consider your own expectations. We working mothers are hardworking and often somewhat perfectionists. We like to control every little detail as we feel that it is just needed to keep everything together. But with a high level of control, you won't be able to hand over tasks to your family members. So it is worth reflecting on the fact that there might be other ways of completing a task, maybe a very different one from your way of doing it. Maybe it is not as perfect, but the world won't fall apart, and you will have the reward. You will have less workload on you. Maybe it is time to reflect on your own perfectionism. What happens if from time to time you lower the standards a little bit and maybe you will have a messy home? How do you feel about that? What are the areas of your task lists where you could let go of some items or maybe outsource them and arrange more help? I'm a big fan of outsourcing or automating all the household chores we just can. Get help with having a cleaning lady coming over bi-weekly or do your grocery shopping online whenever you can. Ultimately, these changes aren't just about achieving a more balanced distribution of workload or teaching your kids responsibility. You've made these changes to create space for yourself, helping to prevent burnout, break out of the hamster wheel, and find what inspires you. Establish a daily routine that allows you to have fun, relax, or engage in fulfilling activities. Think about what you never seem to have enough time for and approach it with enthusiasm. It could be preparing to run a marathon, joining a painting class, becoming a yoga instructor, writing a book, or simply dusting off your old bike. We are not here to endlessly complete task lists. What truly matters is the joy you experience daily, making you a patient and cheerful person, a good enough mother and wife. I hope these tips have helped you create a more inspiring and balanced life for yourself. Thank you for listening. You've been listening to Aligning IT and Motherhood with Esther Girai. If you feel that this resonated with you and you would like to make some changes in your life, check out my contact details in the description box and drop me a message. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for listening.